With the 2021-22 school year approaching, Chesterfield County Public Schools is committed to providing students with a safe, supportive, and nurturing learning environment. We strongly encourage all families to return to face-to-face instruction for the upcoming school year. There are many benefits to having students in school. From academic, social, emotional, and mental health viewpoints, we strongly encourage parents to talk to their child's school about these benefits. If parents are concerned about their children returning to an in-person learning environment, we are providing the following opportunities for virtual learning. For kindergarten to 8th grade, CCPS will be offering the Virtual Learning Academy. The Academy will be made up of students throughout the school division working with a licensed teacher who may not be associated with their home school. For example, a Watkins student may be taught by a teacher from Elizabeth Scott with students from Smith, Gates, and Bensley in their virtual class. For students in 6th through 12th grade, an additional asynchronous learning option is available through the CCPS online program, which has existed within our division for over 15 years. This enrollment option is for the entire year and offers the flexibility for all students to take select middle and high school credit courses. The courses are taught by licensed school division teachers and delivered through Canvas. We hope all students will return to face-to-face instruction and to a normal school experience. Teachers have continued to master how to better integrate the use of technology into the daily classroom instructions. Schools will continue to have appropriate mitigation strategies in place. We anticipate that masks recommendations will continue. We want you back. Here are some testimonials from parents and administrators on their experience with returning to face-to-face instruction and how their students have responded.
When I think about in-person learning, the benefits and what makes it so powerful, the first thing I'd think about is not even academically related. It's just the humanity component, the human connection, the connection to other human beings to experience something at the same time and in the same presence, where the brain and the heart can respond to that. So when it comes to being able to support students in their social emotional well-being, to support them in their mental health, and to really focus on the relationship and that human connection component, there is no substitute for doing that in person. It's very difficult to replicate that through a computer screen two-dimensionally, especially when a student is in that space where they need support for mental health or they need support for social emotional learning in such a way that they don't even have their camera on. So for an adult or a teacher to try to make that connection through the digital means and through that screen, it's not maximized and it doesn't have the same effect. So being able to do that in person supports the student holistically. And for me, the most important part is that part that's not even academic related.
She is a really happy girl here in school because she has a teacher. She can ask questions directly to her if she has any doubts, and she can take best advantage of being in this adequate environment for them and with the teachers that have the capacity can help them.
I would just tell them, let's kind of trust our administrators. Let's trust the people that are making the decisions and making these calls. That's what I've seen to do because I was one of those parents who was very concerned. Obviously, what everyone has been through over the past year and some change has changed everybody's life. So my best advice is just trust the process, trust the administration, and I think good results will happen.
I thought it was important for my child. He's the oldest in our family, and so I really wanted him to be around other children his age, to learn from them and to learn social skills that maybe he wouldn't be able to learn as well in our home. I also wanted him to have the resources that maybe we don't have at home. He loves playing in the gym and learning those types of skills. He loves the STEAM skills that he's learning, art and music that we can't necessarily do the same at home. And so those are all things that he's just really benefited from, and he's brought home and shared with us and just been so excited. So he's really thriving in that way.
The academic benefits of coming back to school here at Chalkley and any school within the county. There's so many benefits. The children are able to work with one another So they can work in small groups, they can work in pairs, they have the opportunity to work one-on-one with their teachers, as well as whole group instruction, where there's that live interaction. There's some hands-on opportunities in classrooms right now. Even though our students are socially distanced, I will tell you that they still have that community bond. They're still a family. They're able to have conversations 3 feet apart. They're able to work with one another.
I always think that in the beginning, we were always nervous, that we had some fears that were normal for everyone. But also I think that the schools are having some norms, some rules for security and cleaning. And I think that this is really safe for our children in order for them to return back to school. And therefore I feel this way.
Really talk to your kid. You got to know your kid. You got to know what's going to work for them. In terms of the safety in the schools, I've been really impressed with how they've kept the social distancing. They've communicated a lot with us about, if there was somebody who was exposed somewhere, they're contacting teachers and checking in the classrooms to make sure that everybody's staying separated. Kids are wearing masks. Kids are staying, apart from each other. Unfortunately, that's kind of the norm for them now. They understand how to do it. So I felt really safe and secure with my daughter returning to in-person. I think that it's important to talk to the teachers also if you have any concerns, and make sure that they're aware of your concerns, so that you guys can keep that open dialogue through all of it.
It is important because I believe that they learn more. They can ask the necessary questions. Of course, because they socialize, which is very important for teens. Having that social life takes away a little stress, and because mental health relief.
I'm 100% sure that it's better for my child to be in school. Academically, he definitely learns better here. He does have some special education services that I definitely cannot provide at home. So he's learning a lot here. The more he learns here, the more optimistic he feels. So it definitely makes me happy that he's in school.
We know that in our community, in regards to student attendance, is that if you are here in person or you are online, you have a much better chance at being successful in the class. And what we also know is that if you're in person, you actually have an even better chance, a 28% better chance of earning a passing score in our local community here. So when we talk about the engagement piece and we talk about the socialization piece being important, those outlets allow for students to have a better overall experience and motivates them to be better in school, to be better in their classes.